Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Azman Hashim, Chairman of Malaysian Productivity Corporation. Yang berbahagia Datuk Sabariah, Deputy State Secretary. Yang berbahagia Kanda Datuk Abang Karim, Director of MPC for Sarawak. Tuan Haji Abdul Rahim Yusof, Deputy Director General of MPC. Tunku Azmi bin Tunku Majid, Director of MPC Sarawak Branch. Distinguished guests, distinguished speakers, the participants, ladies and gentlemen. Foremost, I would like to express my appreciation to MPC for giving me the honor this morning and to officiate this seminar, which is Business Excellence Seminar. I would like to congratulate MPC for the effort to organize this seminar, and I would also wish to express my appreciation to Tan Sri for coming all over from KL to be with us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, I have been associated with MPC for quite some time when I was the minister in charge of industrial development in 1980s. And that association has indeed given me an insight how to increase our productivity, while at the same time to produce workforce that is sustainable and management par excellence. This is a very important ingredient for us in any organization or business, in order for us to optimize the resources that we have and to position ourselves in the ever-changing environment. I would like to record my sincere thanks to MPC for creating awareness on the importance of managing the organization, while at the same time to be aware of the latest tools in managing our organization so that our management is efficient, thereby giving good profitability to the organization as well as to strengthen our economy. I'm very sure that you have all the background on Malaysia's march to become a developed country by the year 2020, while in Sarawak we have a target to be a developed state by 2030, 10 years behind the national aspiration, because of our size, small population, while at the same time we have to explore new avenues for us to participate actively in our economic development. Suffice for me to share with you some information that may be a basis for you to discuss, while at the same time to identify your direction towards the year 2030. For the national economy, I'm sure you have got all the information. That is the 11 Measure Plan and various steps taken by the federal government in order to harness the potential that Malaysia has, while at the same time to improve productivity among our national workforce. I think Malaysia has been given certain recognition by international body, where in terms of the World's Competitiveness Yearbook 2017, Malaysia was ranked 24th out of 63 economies and remained as one of the top 25 most competitive economies globally. Within the Asia-Pacific region, Malaysia is ranked 7th, while within ASEAN, it retains a strong 2nd position. This is a very successful march for us towards making Malaysia as a very competitive country. Indeed, MPC, I think, has done their job to help the government to achieve this success. And with the Malaysia Productivity Blueprint, with its key strategic thrust, I'm sure that we will be able to improve our own position. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to share with you the direction of Sarawak's development and the step taken by the government to move forward our economic objective. Since I took over as your Chief Minister in January, I shared with people 3 days ago who are very interested in agriculture. I have initiated few initiatives. Number one, I have formed our own bank, our development bank, called Development Bank of Sarawak. We are not going to compete our retail bank, including AMB, HB, or other commercial bank, but our bank is basically a development bank that will give an avenue for us to explore new industries, new strategic approaches adopted by the government in order to stimulate and develop our economy. Number two, we want also to be involved in our natural resources, particularly petroleum. So I have set up a company called Petroleum Sarawak, owned by the Sarawak state government. And we will work and explore the oil and gas resources that we have, together, of course, with Petronas. And with that, we are sure that it will help the business community who are involved in oil and gas industry. As you know, gas is a feedstock. And if we can harness our gas as a feedstock, we can form petrochemical industries. And there are a lot of opportunities in the derivatives of petroleum gas industry. And with these derivatives, I'm sure we can create a lot of businesses as a multiplier effect, the spillover from our downstream activities. While at the same time, Petros will be together with Petronas in the upstream activity, meaning korek-korek cari minyak. Together with Petronas, so that we are not spectator in the oil and gas industry. Number three, we want to have control in our energy supply, particularly power. With that, we have taken over Bakun Hydrogen from the federal government. And Bakun now is 100% owned by Sarawakian. And with that hydropower, and with few dams that we want to develop, particularly Baleh Dam, we have our power that will power the engine of growth for Sarawak. In other words, our power energy will be sustainable, renewable, and of course, we can try to monitor the cost in terms of tariff. Kalau kita banyak power, meaning we can determine the tariff. Kalau they are very cheap, naturally the tariff will be low. That will definitely lower your cost of production. Once you can lower your cost of production and you are more competitive, and that will position yourself in the marketplace. Number 4, I have initiated that we go for digital tool as part of our efficient management of our resources. I have allocated 1 billion ringgit for us to upgrade our digital infrastructure. We must have high-speed internet. We do not want to have this thing coming up. So once you have your high-speed internet, meaning you can be connected in real time with your markets. And also your production will be using remote sensing. In other words, we have chip as part of your sensor that will manage your process as well as your production. I just share with our farmers that in agriculture, what you need is just a control center for you to look at your farm and you know the situation in your farm. At the same time, what we do is precision farming. Once you got this technology for precision farming, then you know when your fruits are ripe and when you can sell your fruits or your products to your customers. And this is the way we should do agriculture. No longer cangkul-cangkul, and after that you tengok macam mana dia grow. And this is the way for you to control your humidity as well as the requirements of the crops that you plant. Fertilization is a very strong way for us to improve productivity in our agriculture sector. Besides that, of course, in urban development, I have initiated to construct our own LRT. Well, some people say it's going to be a very expensive exercise, but I can assure you with our own bank, we have to calculate the cost involved, but in the long run, it will benefit businesses. Number 1, we can have connectivity to our satellite towns. As you know, the price of houses are expensive, but we can develop new real estate area outside, connected by LRT. And then, of course, with that, we can reduce the cost of houses because the land cost will be cheaper. And then, with that connectivity, we can create what we call the station TOD, Transit on Development. That station will give spaces for people to do business. And that will give a very important impact on our long-term development in city, urban areas, as well as suburban areas. The benefit will be we can create SMEs. SMEs will be there, and with our digital connectivity, you can have good logistic and send your product direct to your market through e-commerce. And I'm sure the banking industry will have you, because I have one improvement in banking industry, Tan Sri, so that they use fintech, financial technology. We want to introduce e-wallet, meaning you can pay, just use your device, that's the payment, and they go to your account. So tidak lama tunggu utang. Kalau utang is a financial cost. But once you have the transaction through fintech, meaning you can control your account and your financial costs. So the first thing that I do, I ask SCDC to do first by using e-wallet when people check in their hotels. With that, we can expand in other areas. That will definitely reduce your costs. Another initiative that will benefit you as business community is our digital village. We are going to set up our digital satellite incubator. And that will be connected to our digital village, where I have set aside 20 million ringgit to set up the village at Samajaya. And that will be a collection center as well as for you to transact whatever produce or products that you have with your customers. And the speed there at least 150 megabit for each incubator. That will be in real time. So in the moment you got your order, you ask your supplier, you go to the airport and you send off to your buyer. It's very near, and of course, that will definitely benefit you. So these are the areas that I want to share with you as a business community, what I have done, and the question now is implementation. And I'm very glad to hear that the response is good and the business community respond to it, and they give us ideas too. And that is where we want to reduce costs. And management must be efficient. And with this infrastructure, then you can get excellent management. Without the infrastructure, there are certain shortfalls in the process as well as in your effort to manage your business organization. And that is the way forward for us in Sarawak. And I hope that this business forum will look into this all new initiative, and you can complement with this new initiative in order for you to chart your roadmap for the future. The economy is vibrant. We have the resources. What we need is good managing people who can manage the organization. At the same time, people who have vision. General manager, CEOs must have vision. Only then you can drive your business organization to a certain level, and that will be a recognition to yourself as well as to the community itself. For Sarawak, those are the initiatives I have taken for the past 8 months, and of course there are some more, but let us implement this first. That will give you the ecosystem. What is important is the ecosystem where you can play your role. Just now, Tan Sri was talking about licenses. What we are going to do is, Tan Sri, we have to have big data farm. All information will be inserted in our big data, and we have also analytic data that can be retrieved by the public and up to the public to add value to the data. Meaning, along the way, we have to cut off all the licenses because it is inside the big data. That is why digital economy is important, and that will be a basis for you to reduce costs, save time, save money, and make profit. I'm sure you come here to make profit. With that, once again, thank you very much, and I wish you all the best in your forum. Thank you.